Hello everybody, welcome back to Gyandan. Today we're going to be looking at 100 things every designer needs to know about people. Suzanne M. Wednesday. How people think. Chapter 29. Minds wander 30% of the time. You're at work reading a report that a colleague has written and you realize that you have just read the same sentence about 3 times. Instead of thinking about what you were reading, your mind wandered. Mind wandering is similar to, but not the same as, daydreaming. Psychologists use daydreaming to refer to any stray thoughts, fantasies, or stories you imagine. For example, winning a lottery or being a celebrity. Mind wandering is more specific. It refers to doing one task and then fading into thinking about something unrelated to that task. Mind wandering is very common phenomena. People underestimate mind wandering. According to Jonathan Schooler of the University of California, Santa Barbara, people think their minds are wandering about 10% of the time when it's actually much more than that. During everyday activities, your minds wander up to 30% of the time, and in some cases, such as driving on an uncrowded highway, it might be as high as 70%. Wandering minds annoy neuroscientists. Some neuroscientists became interested in studying wandering minds because they were such an annoyance while doing brain scan research, Mason 2007. The researchers would have subjects perform a certain task. For example, look at a picture or read a passage while scanning for brain activity. About 30% of the time, there would be extraneous results that seemed unrelated to the task at hand. That's because the subject's mind was wandering from the task at hand. Eventually, researchers decided to start studying the wandering mind rather than just get annoyed by it. Why a wandering mind can be a good thing? Mind wandering allows one part of the brain to focus on the task at hand and another part of the brain to keep a higher goal in mind. For example, while driving, you're paying attention to the road, but you're also thinking about when to stop for gas. Or you're reading an article online about a cholesterol medication that your doctor thinks you should take, but your mind wanders to the idea that you should put up that appointment with the hair salon at your calendar. Mind wandering might be the closest thing we have to multitasking. It's not really multitasking, which doesn't exist. See the How People Focus Their Attention chapter for more information. But mind wandering does allow you to switch focus from one idea to another and then back again quickly. Why a wandering mind can be a bad thing? Much of the time when your mind wanders, you are unaware of it. More zoning out than mind wandering, this means that you can miss important information. For example, if you're supposed to be reading that report from your colleague but you're instead thinking about what to make for dinner, you may just mean you're being unproductive. You aren't usually aware when you're zoning out. More mind wandering equals more creativity. Research at University of California, Santa Barbara, Christoph 2009 have evidence that people whose minds wander a lot are more creative and better problem solvers. Their brains have them working on the task at hand but are simultaneously processing other information and making connections. Key takeaways: people only focus on a task for a limited time. Assume that their minds are wandering often. If possible, use hyperlinks to grab onto ideas of quickly switching from topic to topic. People like web surfing because it enables this type of wandering. Make sure you build in feedback about where people are, so that if they wander, it's easier for them to get back to the original location or go to the next. To be continued. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share, subscribe.